All right. Hello and welcome. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Nearly afternoon, but it's still morning. Still technically morning. Still got like an hour, 15 minutes before noon. But anyway, let's get into this, shall we? Think I'm good? Think I'm good to start? Let me just do a quick audio test just to make sure. Yep. Okay. So, on today's plans, there is obviously going to start off doing some summoning because I want to do that before I do my dailies, just in case I actually get Kinich. I'm not guaranteed. I'm not even guaranteed to hit soft pity, but I figure I've saved up a tiny bit, a couple of weeks worth, maybe a week's worth. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead, jump into this, and get started, shall we? Yes, I've got summons. I've got obviously Kinich's story quests. I've got dailies, things like that. Going to be getting through all of that. Okay, so what commissions are about? Right, so those three, these bottom three, useless. They're not important. They're just generic ones. This one could be something. Yep, Signs of a Canopy. That one can. We'll be doing that one as well. But yeah, that one could be important, so I will do that one. Won't spend my resin yet in case I have to farm bosses, because I haven't pre-farmed for Kinich at all. So there's not really... I guess I can do like... Wait. Oh yeah, I did that. Guess I could do his test run. Let's just get through this one first. Do these test runs. Get these out of the way.
Ring cutter. There is no escape. Teamwork is dreamwork. Torn to oblivion. Let me weave you a verse. Now you shall perish.
Didn't even see the damage number. Dude just absolutely melted.
Everybody stand back. Boba, get them. You're toast. Ring cutter. Illusion shattered.
I didn't even get to burst. Oh well. Alright, Kinich, what have you got for me? Oh yeah, of course he has like a unique one. Yep. His design is pretty damn sick, I will give him that. I do like his design.
Points for agility.
Oh. Oh yeah, this guy's a Claymore user, by the way. See? Also, he has like a very unique charge attack. Oh, hey there. A little bit too far there, mister.
10 points for agility.
The hell was that in midair?
I got him cornered for the Lord of the Night.
The dead would bleed. Dragon.
Ooh. Oh yeah, he builds up that gauge, doesn't he? I remember hearing about that.
Fight this off this time.
Don't get too
And I'm assuming he's got something to do with burning as well.
For your king.
locked up.
Submit your souls in sacrifice. Forever hold your peace. Just like we rehearsed. I'm the fried tip.
Here's backup. Fire it up for the Lord of the Night. I got him cornered.
The dead would blaze in dragon fire.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's cool. It just sort of resets. I like that. Sup, Seagull? Good morning. Welcome in. I see that. Okay. Such a mood. Yeah, I know, right? So that's about everything I can do before summoning, because I kind of want to summon before doing my dailies, just in case. Because I have exactly 2,000 Primo Gems. How the hell that worked out, I don't know. That's not a lot. Like, at all. And don't think I'm at soft pity. I think I'm close, but I don't think I'm at soft pity. But let's find out. 20, 30, 40. Yeah, I'm not even 50 in. So I'm 48 into pity. That's not a 5-star. But might as well do a temple now. And then I can probably summon after I do stuff, maybe. Yep. I couldn't at least get a Chevreuse. God damn it. Some single pulls? Yeah, why not? And one more. Yep, that'll do. Alright, so no Kinich today. At least not yet. But yeah, I'm not gonna farm his boss material. Just I ran out. Oops. I ran out of crystal cores. I wasn't paying. Okay. I didn't notice. Anyway, yeah, I'm not guaranteed to get Kinich, but I'm guaranteed a 5-star at least during his banner. So if I get Kinich, awesome. If not, oh well. I'm not that bothered because I don't plan to build Kinich for like high damage or anything. Really, I want him for overworld exploration. That's about it.
Off we go. Let's ride. Need a surfboard?
Yeah, he'd be perfect for this moment. I want that crystal fly. And it's slowly coming down, actually. So as long as I don't move, I shouldn't scare it. Got it.
Carving waves. Let's ride.
Grab some from down here as well. I should probably start farming these on a daily basis again. I stopped for a while because I was picking them up during my Natland exploration stuff, but now I'm not exploring as often. Since I think I've pretty much done everything. There might be the odd like puzzle or chest here and there, but I'm pretty confident I've done most everything in Natland. Also, while I'm here, I can grab these, because I should probably keep a stock of these. Alright. And let's head back. Try world level 9. Yeah, I'm at world level 9. It's not that much different, really. I think the enemy drops are better, but enemy difficulty? I mean, they're overworld enemies. Aside from local legends, none of them are a challenge. What am I doing? Ah, yes. Commission. Oh, there's another commission right next to it. Don't need to do it though anyway. Alright.
Look alive. Let's ride.
It's me to get off my board, but oh well.
Shred, Sharky.
Mm-hmm.
Faster.
Oh, was it? That was the whole commission. Oh. Kind of expecting more. There could still be more, like in a follow-up commission. So, I'll keep an eye out for that.
Off we go.
Okay. commission rewards.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Should probably spend my resin as well, right? Did those... I'll do that in a bit. I want to spend my resin first. How many have I got? I've got 4 condensed. Okay. Back to this domain and we continue farming. Because I still don't have a perfect piece for Mualani. And the set I have set aside for Kinich needs a lot of improvements.
Need a surfboard? Go! Let her rip!
Oop.
Mark! Let's ride! Amazing!
There we go. Not my fastest run, but still a good run. Still a good run, I won't deny that. Pyro with crit damage EM? Yeah, I'll keep it. Just in case, you never know. Although I'm pretty certain, as far as we know, there's only one Pyro character in Natlan. And that's the Archon. As far as we know. Confirmed anyway, not taking any sort of leaks or rumours into account, because I don't follow anything that isn't like official or can be confirmed pretty damn easily by like beta testers and things.
Amazing! Check this out! Best of luck!
HP, but nothing. Another energy recharge double crit. I already have this piece. Why can't that be HP percent double crit? Or attack percent double crit that I would like for Kinich? But come on, energy recharge double crit? I said I already have this piece. I already have a piece exactly like this. I think with maybe better substats? Like better crit damage? I'm not sure. But alright, we go again. I said I ain't complaining because it's that it's a bad piece. It's not a bad piece. It's a good piece. It's just not a piece I need. Grab a little bit of healing while I'm there.
Gloves off! Let's see!
One more run. One more run. It's not a bad feather. I'll keep it. HP circlet and that set. Eh.
Let's go! Drilling down! Let's get it on! Surf's up! Catch an epic wave! Whoosh!
Fat goblet. Crit damage with nothing. Didn't really get anything I can use. Alright. So all that's left is the quest. Alright. And as typical with quests, I like to start with Lumine and then add on characters who are involved in the quest. Especially because I will be recording this for a video, so... Alright. Just so I have reference, I will start on this screen. There we go. I will not be skipping dialogue. I will be letting autoplay play out because, again, this is for a recording.
Fancy meeting you here. We've actually been looking for you.
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder Trinidad.
Oh, the Turnfire Knight, you mean?
Oh, yeah, that was a...
You
Did do that a couple weeks ago.
It's just,
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. It's not what it looks like, promise.
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you. His true intention is to resolve the Mountain King problem once and for all.
Once and for all? You mean this'll be the last Turnfire Knight ever?
That's right. He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
Oh. But how am I going to farm it then?
Kingdom? You mean...
To his death.
I mean,
Are you serious?
I've already killed it a whole bunch of times, but it just keeps coming back, so...
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase it more gently. There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of the ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
That's ridiculous! He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory!
And that glory comes at a price.
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. Ah, yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems so extreme!
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him entirely, and the damage is irreversible. That evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So, to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body, the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace. In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance, to keep him alive, but also keep him asleep.
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge, but he did say there were some more details to go over before the ceremony.
And
Then it
I
sounds
guess
like
these
we'll
are them
know soon
details.
enough.
Yeah.
If he really asks us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
A little late for us to
I
back
know
out
this
now.
must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now. But would you have time to visit the chief after your meeting with Elder Trinidad? I'd like to make a deal with you.
What kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, but we can talk more later.
Okay.
Good. See you soon.
Act 3, Kinich's deal. Okay. I wonder if Oh, what's that Abyss's dude? That Abyss dude's name again? Enjo. I wonder if Enjo is going to be playing a role, like, again. He should do, right? Because it wasn't quite finished, that part of it, last time, so...
Mighty Outlanders, you have returned.
I mean, I'm fairly
You had a
certain
good
it's
rest?
Enjo. It's pretty obvious it's Enjo, but they haven't said it's Enjo yet.
Glad to hear it.
'Cause
Things
we
are
haven't-
progressing very
we haven't
smoothly
met
in
the guy.
land. Many of the elders have heard of
The
your
traveler
heroic
hasn't met
deeds,
the guy.
including the chief. They all speak very favorably of you. There are still those who insist that the ceremony should be performed by the bearer of the Malipo name, but they're just stuck in the past. We need to move with the times.
Plus, Kinich doesn't want to do it anyway.
Exactly. So, now, it's time for us to discuss the finer details of the ceremony. We covered the fire lighting part of the proceedings yesterday. The next part is the purification of the Mountain King.
And how does that
It's
work?
quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of times before, and it's always very routine. I'm sure you won't have any problems.
Hmm?
One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel, the longer the Mountain King will remain asleep.
Asleep, huh?
Precisely. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. That's the only reason why we have to perform the ceremony on a regular basis. But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss, and you seem to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's body, freeing us from this ever-looming threat for many years to come.
Traveler?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? You clearly have a lot of confidence in yourself. If that's all you really need to know, the ceremony's in 3 days. I'll come and fetch you when we're ready. In the meantime, feel free to take a look around our settlement. It would mean a lot to the elders if you got to know some of our people. And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there, that would be even better.
So now we have extra errands to run?
Of course.
We could add a little extra to the price.
Just a humble suggestion, that's all. It will help you gain the respect of our people, and as a mighty hero, I truly believe that's what you deserve. I'll be sticking around for the next few days, so if you have any questions, you know where to find me.
Seems like Kinich was right. We should go meet up with him right
Yeah,
away.
it definitely sounds like he wants us to kill it. It's to be expected. Alright. What's up, Wayner?
Huh, you're here.
Kinich, Elder Trinidad said that.
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the traveler in Paimon? Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival. That should have been my duty as chief.
Hello, Chief Waina.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kinich to invite you over for a quick chat. I believe Kinich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night.
Okay.
However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes. From Yupanqui the Firebringer, to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage, the source of our pride and the center of our faith. To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom. Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King. The very roots of our identity are at stake. My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration.
Is there no solution? I guess the
Perhaps
solution
there
would
is.
be
But despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years,
Hmm.
we've not found it. Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on this matter. Though I sense that
Yeah.
your mind is not yet
Yeah.
made up, I'm still
I
comforted.
think the best thing
by
to
your
do would
words.
be to perform the ritual
Before the ceremony.
as he asked,
I
but
hope
don't
will
take
bring
it
you
so far that
clarity.
we kill the Mountain King.
So, Kinich,
But, you know,
earlier
actually
you were
expel a
saying
bunch of the
Let's
corruption
walk
and
and
let
talk.
it sleep.
I'll show you around the tribe.
that works
Basically,
too.
take it
Paimon
easy,
needs
you
to
know?
get some air after this.
Don't actually take it so far that the Mountain King dies. Oh, 1 second. Someone up.
Oh man, now isn't this
Okay, I'm back. So it was post. So to answer the door for the postman. Alright, let's continue.
Kinich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing was just a sneaky excuse.
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse.
Hmm?
To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid.
Are you saying you have a plan?
I'm working on it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Come on then, let's
Oh,
hear it.
according to plan.
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh yeah.
Did I?
What was it again? Oh, right. We need to talk about Hal. He's completely unhinged.
I've put it mildly.
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
You got him
Oh?
a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him get scolded for bad behavior. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a Hal, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together. Is that related to the whole Mountain King situation?
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden space.
Oh?
I did some research after the fact. Apparently they're known as beastly rifts, and there are many of them of all different sizes. That's where those purple dogs were coming from. So, if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living, but without posing a threat to the tribe.
Whoa,
Okay.
that sounds kinda crazy. Would it really work?
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse. Still, we desperately need something like this.
Most
even just
likely
as
will
a
make it
temporary
worse.
measure. You've seen the conflict the issue is causing in our tribe for yourselves, and believe me, it's been a long time coming. The chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive, whatever happens.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture and heritage.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, who is more concerned about protecting the people he cares about now and into the future. And he has every right to take that view.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to try and preserve the last remnants of a glorious past, but making your kin pay the price for it? No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment and assume we go with your plan. Or do you actually intend to find one of these beastly rifts? Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us, not the other way around.
I think I know a way. You have any better ideas?
Not at the moment, but It just feels like using the power of the Abyss for our own ends isn't gonna end well.
True.
After all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place. People are gonna think you've lost your marbles.
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. Everything in the world comes at a price. Even when Yupanqui, the Firebringer, stole the Turnfire, it cost him dearly. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling point. Unless this gets resolved quickly, everyone will be stuck in a stalemate.
Alright, so what's this deal you wanted to make with us? We're hardly experts on exploiting abyssal power.
That's
All I
true.
need you to do is keep people away from me. I'm getting
Ah.
harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the Flame Bearer. I can't
Well, that's an
afford to
easy
waste
task.
all my energy dealing with them. If you help me out, there will be a gift for you in return.
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say.
Hmm.
Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new Flame Bearer. That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and I can focus on finding a way to summon the beastly rift. Then, when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll move the Mountain King into his new home.
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous. And even if it works, what if neither Chief Wyna nor Elder Trinidad are happy with it? Have you thought about what you'd do then?
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue, leaving only me on the opposing side. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like me.
That makes sense, but he's
Can I take
basically
that to
making
mean
himself
that we
out to
have
be
a
the
deal?
bad guy, so that the other two can
For sure. And who knows? Maybe we'll come up
come
with
together.
a better solution to all of this in the next couple of days.
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever
Trying
you
to think of
can.
a better term that doesn't
I'm
sound
sure
too
everyone will be
sus.
swept off their feet when they meet our new Flame Bearer. Good
Can't
luck to
think
us
of one.
both.
Alright, between 8 and 12 the next day. They really need to speed that up or make that skippable.
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribespeople and take some heat off of Kinich's back.
Pony, how can you call the Mountain King a monster?
Because he hurt a lot of people. And look what happened to Nana.
What are they looking at?
It wasn't on purpose. The Mountain King is sick, that's all. He's been hurt by the Abyss.
Are they supposed to be looking at each other?
But the fact
I
remains
mean, they're
he's
supposed to
no
be looking at
offense
each
to all of
other.
us.
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick? If you don't take back what you just said, I don't know if we can carry on being friends.
Toba, Kuni, what's wrong?
Pony's saying nasty things about the Mountain King. It's not right. He's our hero.
Once upon a time, maybe, but not anymore.
Yesterday, maybe, but not anymore.
Toba? Fine. I guess my dad is right. Things change, and you just have to accept it and move forward. As of today, our friendship is over. There's no going back. Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. We have some great news to tell you. The Traveler is gonna be the flame bearer for the next Turnfire night. She's gonna do a beautiful ceremony and cure the Mountain King's illness for good.
What? Really?
Yeah,
So that's
Sure.
what my dad wanted to talk to you about? To be fair, from what we saw the other day, you are pretty good at climbing cliffs. Probably just as good as Kinich.
Wait. Speaking of Kinich, where even is that guy?
Oh yeah, good question. Is he not coming to the ceremony anymore? We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he won't be happy. He'll be sure to give you both a piece of his mind.
No, we can't let that happen. I've never even spoken to him before. I can't afford to make such a bad first impression.
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. All I said was that the Mountain King has done some pretty bad things. He was the one who turned it into a fight.
Aw. Yeah, they clearly care about each other.
Yeah, if you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would have come to look for the baby Saurians with you. All right. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon and Kinich, I'm sorry, Toba. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said about the Mountain King. Dad just really misses Nana, and I was really upset that she's gone, too.
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't have spoken to you the way I did either. It wasn't very nice of me. For the Traveler and Paimon, Kinich, and for Nana. I'm sorry too, Huni.
That's more like it. Now you're best friends again! Guess so. Toba, if I ever say something mean about the Mountain King in the future, I'll make sure I say it to someone else, and not you. I'd better go buy some colored cloth for my dad now. He needs it for Turnfire Night. Let's play again some other time. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay. I'll head home as well then. See you next time.
Okay, take care, you two. Even though they said they're sorry, it looks like their friendship isn't as strong as it was before. Let's just hope we can solve this one.
They'll be fine. They're kids.
Come on, let's move on.
They'll be fine. That's just how kids are.
Huh? What's going on over there? Let's take a look. Hey there! What's happening here?
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Ooh, there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn too!
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new face around the tribe these days. I thought everyone would be keeping away.
Why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire Night, of course. The Mountain King could wake up at any time. That's why we're holding an emergency ceremony. This isn't one of those fun and games festivals. For outsiders, it might even be a little dangerous.
Well, did you know that the Flame Bearer this time is actually gonna be an outsider?
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person. What? Oh, it's you? Man, oh man. Well, this is a nice surprise. It's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new Flame Bearer since I'm not taking part this time around. Then suddenly, there you are. Must be my lucky day.
What do you mean you're not taking part?
You're not taking part in the Turnfire
Yeah.
Night? How come? You're not an outsider too, are you?
You must be joking. Watch this.
What's he doing? Oh. Okay, so he knows the
Not bad,
dance.
right? Yeah, I'm considered one of the better looking guys who dances beneath the pillars of the sacred flame. Been doing it a few years. Always gets the ladies out to watch.
Oh,
Okay.
very impressive. So why'd you quit?
Well, I feel like the whole Mountain King situation is getting more and more precarious. It's just not safe here anymore. One of our elders' Saurian companions even lost her life not long ago. The question is, what are we going to do about this in the long term? But our leaders don't have any answers for us. They're probably too busy fighting about it amongst themselves. The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured, you know what? Now's as good a time as any to get away for a little while. Go do some exploring.
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah, it's a great opportunity to go see the world. As every male scion of the canopy knows, wherever you are and wherever you go, The only way is forwards. We take pride in that. I won't forget my roots. I managed to get in touch with the Saurian Relics Association. They gave me a simple test. Find a decent quality relic, and they'll make me a member.
What's the Saurian Relics Association?
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. They're all about collecting relics and remnants from that age. Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
A how? A how's a relic
Oh?
from an ancient Saurian civilization?
Oh, yeah, him. So you know those two already, huh? Then, do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association folks say that the kind of contract usually comes with a huge hidden cost.
Really? That sounds ominous.
Who knows? But if it's true, Kinich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff. I doubt he'd make a contract that doesn't benefit him. Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human involved in some kind of Saurian-era contract ritual.
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use that as my entry ticket to the association. But after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. The best laid plans, huh? I'll just have to wait and see if things improve. Or... you look like you know your way around a fight. I don't suppose there's any chance you'd be able to help?
If all you need to get is a picture, that should be pretty achievable, right? The Traveler deals with monsters all the time. It's a piece of cake.
Oh, yeah.
You're seriously gonna help me out?
Come on, it's no big deal. Compared to some of the things we've been roped into before, this is nothing.
Pyro Archon above, you two have hearts of gold, you know that? You're the kind of people who could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night Kingdom, and it wouldn't burn a single hair off your head.
I mean, I've been to the Night
Of
Kingdom,
course it
and
is. All
I'm
right, come
fine.
with me.
So
I'll show you the way.
I can see that. Alright. Go to the location. Wait. I've had this marked down for ages because I didn't know if it was a puzzle or not. Am I finally getting my answer? Uh-oh.
There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you can see, the place is crawling with monsters.
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago. This could get dangerous. We'll take care of them.
Great minds think alike. I'm not about to cramp your style.
Just, give me a sec, though, yeah?
Transfixed. Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
That should be the last of them. It's a good thing Tiago had the sense to stay in his hiding place, or things could have gotten really hairy for him. Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural.
Yeah, it's one I've been trying to work out for a while.
True. Now that you mention it, most ancient murals take up a whole huge wall. This looks more like someone with a paintbrush got bored and started doodling. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian and a human. So, is that supposed to be what an ancient contract ritual looked like? Whatever. We're not here to decipher it. Just photograph it.
Although the actual puzzle mechanic thing isn't here. It's obviously removed for the quest, but hey.
That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
Alright.
You've been robbed? Oh, Ponche. And I thought my luck was bad.
Oh, I put blood, sweat, and tears into that, and now I've got nothing to show for it. Some gap-toothed goon stole it from me.
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Yep, that's the one. Pyro Archon above, you two are superhumans. Hey, Ponche, come and say hi to these guys. They're gonna be the new flame bearers, and they're tough as nails.
Wait, are you the Traveler and Paimon?
You've heard about us.
You already know each other?
I don't think so.
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly, that you helped him out, and that you're gonna be our flame bearers this Turnfire night.
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle.
Oh, true.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. Everyone speaks incredibly highly of them. Seriously. If you're comfortable telling them about what happened, I guarantee you they'll sort it out in no time.
Alright, time to go catch a bandit.
All I want is to get the fruits of my labor back.
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book, Yupanqui's Turnfire. Unfortunately, the book was stolen by a treasure hoarder a few hours ago.
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited every last ruin, interviewed every descendant of every hero in our history. On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least 5 different interpretations of the meaning based on accounts from different villages.
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning walk. He snatched all of my belongings, including my entire manuscript.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it. Look at him. Lost and listless. He's a shell of the man he was.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old student. If only for Toba and Tiago's sake, please help me, I beg of you.
See what I mean, Ponche? Now you've run into these two, your luck's about to change, big time.
I don't know if he's still there, but come on, I'll take you.
Okay. How's my recording time? 32 minutes, that's fine. He's right by the tribe. Okay. Should I put a damage dealer in my party? Yeah. Let's go ahead and throw... let's throw Mualani in the party. Just in case I have to fight something unexpected. And she can help get around if needed.
Hey! You thieving rat! Give me my things back!
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get shoved butt first into a tree hollow.
I dare you to try.
What's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh? All right. Let's see what you've got. Watch this. Eat dirt, suckers!
He just... basically pocket sand.
Hey, he's trying to get away! You good? Let's chase him down!
Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, I can't run any longer.
You got like
Please, I don't have your stuff anymore. Have mercy.
you got like 10 meters. Come
Where
on.
is it then?
I
Sure, you can run more than
threw it
that.
away.
You threw it away?
The old bum's bag didn't have a single mora in it. Just a tatty old book, worn out pens, and some old rags. All that time lying in wait was for nothing. I was so mad I just threw all of it away.
Is that really the truth? Okay then, where did you throw it away?
The same place you found me. Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon it's the truth. May all my worldly possessions be turned to ash by Turnfire if I'm lying.
Okay, that's a pretty strong oath. What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth. Right. Let's hope nobody gets to the book before we do. We'll never get it back then.
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Hoytzatlan, it always comes with the more ominous implication of eventual tragedy. This holds true for all bearers of this ancient name in recorded history. Each one of them died of non-natural causes, as if the specter of the Turnfire was always lurking in the background. This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power that is always watching the name-bearer, examining their actions, and eventually demanding payment in return. None can escape this payment, unless, perhaps, they could honestly swear by Turnfire to never make a single mistake in their entire life. Yupanki's Turnfire. What an incredible work on ancient name philology. I can't believe it was just lying there for me to take. Let me see. The author is Panche. Nice. A gentleman and a scholar.
Silence, book muncher. The great Kahula will
Book
suffer your
muncher.
droning voice no longer.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end. Maybe that's the price you pay for the name that means price?
What? You're saying Kinich will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body? When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahula demands to know!
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core. You make us Abyss Order folks look like saints in comparison.
Silence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares your kind with the great Kahula is sheer vanity. And if that day ever comes, oh, your doom will soon follow.
You don't need to lecture me about Doomsday. Here's what I know, based on countless historical texts. All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms to heavenly thrones to worlds beyond, there are no exceptions. But from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending the confines of time. That dust is what we call a civilization's spirit. And you, great Kahula are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dearly for the chance to observe you up close. Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see whether any memories of that age still remain inside you.
Are they ever gonna answer why a How looks like that?
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche, but we couldn't find your manuscript.
He's supposedly a Saurian.
Does that mean all of my hard work was for nothing?
You gotta stay positive.
But he looks
Ponche.
nothing like any other
You
Saurian
might
we've
have lost
met,
the book,
so...
but the brains behind it are still intact. Surely you remember the main points at least?
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire Night is because I hoped that maybe it might help us find a way through these trying times. But now...
Oh? You solved the
well,
Mountain King problem?
Not exactly. But I thought my research might at least be a starting point.
Oh, really? So what did you find out in your research?
I think the key to all of this lies in the power of Malipo.
Ponche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any real power. Symbolic power doesn't count.
You're right, but Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Shibalanke's power.
Yeah, I remember that story. My grandpa told it to me when I was a little kid. Maybe you're the special case. Most kids stop believing in that stuff by your age.
I'm not talking about childhood superstitions here. There is evidence.
Like what?
Like the fact that the Mountain King is still alive. Everyone attributes that to the power of the Abyss. But there's more to it than that. The key factor is that Burkina summoned the power of Malipo at the cost of his own life. If you don't believe me, then answer me this. How many other creatures can you think of who lived longer, not shorter, after being contaminated by the Abyss?
That's true.
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the Hilly?
Yeah.
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo
We
must
don't
refer to
speak
some
about that.
mysterious ritual
Paimon.
involving a tit-for-tat exchange. It began with the first Pyro Archon, fell with the Grand Alliance, then was buried in the Night Kingdom, and now it awaits the call of its new bearer.
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, Ponche, but you seem to be getting a little overexcited.
I'm sorry. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kinich. I'd hoped he would be attending the upcoming ceremony.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Kinich, what are you doing here?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
Kinich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have to attend the Turnfire Night.
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history of the Turnfire, and thinks he might have found a way for you to solve the problem.
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go.
Okay. So I take it now's not a good time to go over what that solution could be. We're just going to stop the record and start a new one. Just in case what I'm about to do takes longer than, what, I had like 15, 16 minutes? Something like that?
Here will do. Yeah. I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow. If that works, we have our plan.
Did start the recording, right? Yeah, I did. Good.
Sounds like you're not considering...
Paranoia, I swear.
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet. We need a more practical solution with concrete steps to follow.
Yet? Are you saying you think he might actually be onto something?
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago.
Oh?
Burkina didn't fall to the Abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments,
Oh, he would
Burkina
know
made the
this.
fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and
He had an
power
awakening,
onto the
didn't he?
Mountain
So he
King.
has all these memories from
Maybe he thought the
his
Mountain King was
ancestors, so
stronger
of
than
course
him
he would
and
have
more
memories
valuable to the tribe.
from 500 years ago.
Or maybe it was just out of loyalty to his friend. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the Malipo name. It makes sense to me.
How can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from my many interactions with the Mountain King. His mind is so disordered. It took some time to piece it all together. The story Elder Trinidad told you was the more palatable version of events. The truth is even darker. The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering and feels great shame. I believe he wants to be put out of his misery.
What? Then what should we do? Should we grant him his wish?
Of course not. We should help him move to a new home. It's the only practical solution. The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. An object of worship, even. Ending his life would be like desecrating a statue. Still, he's been the cause of multiple disasters, and we can't afford to have any more.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we follow our hearts next time?
Then let's break for the day. I've already found a suitable venue for tomorrow.
Okay. We'll wait until the next day again. I'm going to sit back for a bit. So there's going to be a little bit of noise while I adjust my mic. Okay. Where am I meeting Kinich? Down here? Sounds good.
You're here. Very punctual.
Oh, great.
So, the gruesome two come crawling back.
Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time? Very well. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now, pucker up and kiss our feet.
Kinich, didn't you say you found him a teacher?
Honestly,
Just as
he's
out of control as ever.
he's insufferable.
No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How. No one!
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Is that a compliment?
I'd take it.
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Kinich! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit. How dare you compare her to the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How? Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body. I will commit heinous atrocities, tear down your legacy, destroy your reputation, wreak havoc on your...
Whatever, buddy.
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a How in there for a couple of days.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
Yeah.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The rift towns will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves.
Yeah.
Soon enough. First, let's try this out. They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
It's fine. It's fine. Was that a 200? Was that a 210?
Well, are there even bigger ones on the way?
Angel.
Kinich, I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great Kahula How, and now I'm here to seize your body for his use. Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a shocking act of betrayal. Cue bad guy speech and drawn-out death sequence.
Huh? Angel?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to you. But it looks like you've already met.
Yeah, we've met.
Thanks. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently. Tears of joy welling up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
So what's your real name
What
then?
does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest parts of me.
Phrasing?
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy? You looking for a fight?
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Then what are you doing here?
Of course! You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity! Let Paimon guess, you've been provoking the Mountain King too!
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes.
Oh?
I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body.
So you betrayed each other?
That would have given
That sounds about right.
to study the great Kahula How. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire, and this is the price I have to pay. But I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
Wait, does that count? Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad's croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better. Kinich! Dispose of him! He is of no further use to us!
Traveler?
If you insist.
Hey now, I may be a lowly clerk, but don't underestimate me. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, But when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone. Do me a favor and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
Darn! He got away again! Couldn't you have stopped him?
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy. Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people. I'm sure they'll keep him busy.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kinda surprised that you actually struck a deal with someone from the Abyss Order.
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all at different stages of ripening. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine. Everything has its use.
Huh. Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjo's not such a bad apple. Not rotten to the core, at least.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, is rotten to the core and evil beyond redemption.
Ugh.
Sure thing, buddy.
So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly. You could say that.
Was it because of the form he's in?
I heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached. Is that true?
Such as a How watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture? Vulture? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame.
Yeah.
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kind of late. You should go back and get some rest.
Honestly,
Big day ahead.
I can't tell
Tomorrow's Turnfire
with
Race.
Ahau.
Time to light the sacred flame and
Is
burn
it
away the filth for a legendary
a
fire
gloated
to
ego,
war.
or
Oh yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that.
is he legit a sovereign dragon?
For all the work we've put in, it
I don't know. I don't know if it's like,
We have to
you know,
make
just
sure
like an
we solve this
inflated
problem
ego.
once and
Just
for all.
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time.
he thinks he's
Good luck to us both.
like the supreme when he probably isn't.
See you tomorrow.
Or is he actually a dragon sovereign? Because if he was an actual dragon sovereign, that's a pretty big deal. But I think it's just all bluster and bravado, you know? I don't know. Him being an actual dragon sovereign is a bit far-fetched.
Ah, at long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Everyone has nothing but praise for you. Many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. It's almost time for the ceremony. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly. Seems like a lot of people have been worrying about it, huh?
Well, it's nearly time. So, if you're ready, then follow me to the ceremony site.
Okay. Give us a
Of
second.
course, there's no rush. I can wait for you right here.
It recommended to have pyro, which could mean it's needed. Actually, wait. Yeah.
Are you ready?
Off we go!
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work for yourselves on our account.
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course, but every great fire starts as a tiny spark. We must take it one step at a time.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief, but it's been far too long since we've seen a real step forward. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last Turnfire night?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
That may be so, but still.
Good evening, Traveler in Paimon.
Kinich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous Flamebearer.
Very well, but make it quick. Let me know when you're done and we will begin the ceremony.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
Not really.
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them.
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet.
Oh, please do.
See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then the ceremony is complete.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the Turnfire, and you'll have to start over. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
Okay. Alright, so just go in a spiral. Sounds good.
So that's our part. What about you?
I'll be with you the whole way, and once you've lit the altar, I'll start summoning the rift. You can leave that side of things to me. Just focus on your part.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Shall we begin?
But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe you should say hi before you start. Might make you less nervous. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
Okay.
Oh, Miss Traveler, you look so pretty today. You're gonna make sure the Mountain King.
What
never
was that
grabs us again,
text?
right? I believe in you. I'll be cheering you on the whole time.
What was that text? Excuse me?
Oh, Miss Traveler, you look so pretty today.
How did they mess this up so badly? I mean, that first bit, you look so cool today. That's the line of code that plays if you're the male traveler. The other one is if you're the female traveler. It's you look so pretty today. I get how I see the mess up, but how did this make it through to release? Oh, that's funny.
You're gonna make sure the Mountain King never threatens.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's not making it into the video, don't worry. But still. How did they mess up so badly?
How are you doing?
Oh, I mean, it's just one line of dialogue, but that's a funny mess up. Yeah.
I'm counting on you. Don't forget what we talked about. By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on. My
Okay.
brothers and sisters, the time has come to light the fire once again, and let the Turnfire night shine bright in Hoytzitlan.
Go to the altar to obtain the kindling. Draw closer to the braziers to light them. Specific order to it. Yep. Okay.
Go get the sacred flame.
What was that?
Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward on what to do.
You're over halfway. Keep it up.
Now, if I was like on a strict timer, then
Impressive. Just
maybe,
one more to go.
but
Come on,
if you're not
one
going to
last
put me on a
push.
timer, then
Final
it's
sacred flame
not
powers up
going to
ahead.
be difficult.
Great. All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave.
I'm actually going to have to fight
Almost there.
the
cave
world
is just up
boss,
ahead.
because I don't understand then why they want me to bring
This presence is
pyro.
growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first.
Oh, right, yeah. I want that. Give. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. It worked.
There's the altar of the sacred flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Okay. Obviously, without Kinich or using this Saurian, this wouldn't be possible. At least I wouldn't think it'd be possible. Curious to see if someone could do it without, though.
Woohoo! We've lit up the final altar! That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yumkasaurs from 500 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I've beaten him up several times.
Paimon can tell. He is huge. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wake him up.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I expected.
Why are you
Now
here?
comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the sacred flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Is that a beastly rift?
Chief Wyna, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by rift hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Dude was so excited about it.
Locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But...
I'm sorry, Chief Wyna and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination. Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time.
I mean, you're not wrong. Oh boy.
You imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
Elder Trinidad! What are you doing?
No, the Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even more casualties!
Everyone, out! Now!
Well, it seems there is only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. More sacrifices must be made.
Oh boy, has he gone crazy?
Take me, oh Mountain King! Take me as your next sacrifice!
Oh, he's dead. No? Or yes? Maybe? Hopefully?
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand.
I will have order.
Overruled. Busted. Quietly now. Let's light it up!
Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. I can use those against him.
Oh, that's a pretty nice damage. Oh. Almost got a third blast off, but didn't. Hey, yo, Traveler, that's not the dull blade. That's a 4-star weapon. She's using the prototype, Rancor? She's evolved. She's no longer using the dull blade or the silver sword.
Kill me! Put an end to Hoyt's at Lawn's shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
What's going on here?
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.
Alright, so that guy is actually dead, right? He got blasted.
Pretty eventful day yesterday.
So
Paimon wonders how things are doing now. Let's go ask the chief.
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you.
don't tell me.
Trinidad's
Oh,
condition is
really?
stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
Guess that's the best news we could hope for.
Not really.
Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your tribe such a risk taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad? Is this the scions of the Canopy's adventurous spirit in action?
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown. He's fine. Don't worry. He's gone to check on the Mountain King. Something most mysterious has happened. After the incident yesterday, a transparent shell is formed around the Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate him against the influence of abyssal power. It is somewhat akin to a scab, in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him. We've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame, similar to the way burned wood becomes charcoal. I think their theory makes sense. After all, we've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy? That's a good thing, right?
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the Mountain King's level of abyssal energy is now stable. No longer will we need to perform an annual cleansing ceremony.
Well, that's good.
Wow. That's amazing!
I know what you're thinking. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday's ceremony was a Turnfire night like none other in our history. Because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Whoa! So that was the real Turnfire?
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. I cannot answer that question. If
Understandably.
anyone can answer it, I suspect it
Yeah.
will be the bearer of the Malipo name. He is in the Mountain King's cave as we speak.
Ah, so Kinich then. Why don't we go see how he's doing?
Sounds like a plan. Okay, so he's not quite in the cave, as standing outside it.
Hey, Kinich!
Is he waiting to go in, or has he just
Hey,
come from there?
yourselves. You two doing okay after yesterday?
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death when you rushed into the fire.
Sorry, I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula die of laughter?
The sacred flame only possesses
True.
a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon herself.
Kinich, when you went into the flames, were you intending to,
Intending to what?
do the same thing as Burkina?
Sacrifice myself? Of course not. My focus was on keeping the Mountain King alive, not on what it would cost. But now I'm curious. What made you think I was going to sacrifice myself?
Well, because everyone's saying the Turnfire is what saved the king last night. And Ponche's theory was that summoning the Turnfire is a tit-for-tat exchange, right? So, Paimon thought you decided to pay for it with your life.
So you've heard that rumor too. I'm afraid I can't say for sure. What happened yesterday was a first for me too.
Well, even if you don't know, there's probably no one in the world who does.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire, I'd sooner believe that the Mountain King summoned it himself.
The Mountain King? Then, what price did he pay?
The core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation, but what you're willing to give up in order to obtain what you want. It's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end, the Mountain King chose the latter option. For Burkina and for the tribe. That's the price he paid.
Alright, so how is the Mountain King doing now?
Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. He'll enter a fighting stance whenever we set foot in his territory. But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Like he said yesterday, he just intends to be a sparring partner for people to practice with. Yeah, I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't respond.
We dare say that Locust King has well and truly lost its mind. The lights are on, but nobody is home. Its body remains fighting fit thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss, but time has been less kind to its soul. It was ground to a pulp long ago.
He did say
But
to
we
use his
saw him come
husk,
back to his
like his
senses
shell.
yesterday.
That was merely one last burst of brain activity before it croaked. As you humans would say, it went out with a bang.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragedies of the past now, and is focusing on moving forward. That's why he doesn't have time to chat with us. He's too busy thinking about the future.
Well,
That's one way to look at it.
Tribespeople can move forward now too. Thank you for your help, Traveler. I owe you one.
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjo for us, remember?
But he ended up being completely useless. It's not a fair trade if you lost out.
That's on him. It's not your fault he's useless. Besides, we're friends now. You don't know us anything.
Friends? But your friendship is an even more valuable gift. I can't in good conscience accept it for free. So promise me, if you need anything in the future, you'll come to me. For you, I'll do anything.
All right. That was Kinich's story quest, I guess. Oh, no.
So, in the end, only poor little Huni got the sad ending?
Yeah, everyone's happy except me. First Nana, then my dad. Why does everyone have to suffer? Pony, it'll be okay.
I guess it's a good thing he didn't
Dad
die
will
then,
get better
because
soon. Toba, you're my friend.
wouldn't want to
so
make her an
I shouldn't
orphan.
say this to your face, but it was all the Mountain King's fault.
Huh?
Now hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanka will tell you a story. Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me. I almost got my eyebrows burned off by the turnfire after last time. That's why I came back, to make it up to you. All right, I'll just get to the point. Do you know what Uncle Sanka loves the most about your people?
What?
Your extreme sports.
Huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. I believe you call it bungee jumping? It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the courage it took to make the jump impressed the heck out of me. So, I introduced myself to the jumper, we made friends, and I even helped treat her wounds.
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe, so we had to part ways for a while.
How long is a
Hands of the
while?
enemy, I was scorned, scolded, and nearly given away as a gift. Oh, it was so humiliating. A horrible experience to look back on.
I
Why
guess
does
recent,
Uncle
though.
Sanka always have to suffer, I thought. So I feel your pain, Huni. I was in the same position. But in the end, I made it through, and I left all of those painful memories in the past. I even managed to reunite with my friend.
Is that it? The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times. Sorry, Uncle Sanka, but you're not cut out to be a teacher.
Very smart, Huni, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. So, I thought you might like to see her too. She's right behind you. Turn around and see.
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again. Huh?
That was cute. Yeah, that was the end of that. And oh, that gave me another one of those cornerstone things, which is a yeah, a talent material. So that we'll be getting those from weekly bosses at some point. Don't know when. Probably not until 5.3, I want to say. Well, no, 5.2. 5.2 is typically when the 0.2 I think is typically when the Archon quest finishes up, but we'll see. Anyway, let's see if I can wrap up this recording with a 5-star Kinich. Nope. Alright. Oh, but wait. There's something else. Oh, it's only 60. Lame. That's not enough to do another summon, is it? It is not. Oh well. That wraps up that recording. And it might wrap up the stream as well, just because I am pretty hungry. I haven't had any sort of breakfast yet, so... Wait, do I need to keep that, or do I have... Do I already have 2 sack bows leveled, or just one? So I've got one there. Let me change it to by type and have a look at the bows. I've got a sack bow there that isn't fully leveled. There we go. Or fully ascended, I should say. Oh. Alright. What else was it? Let's get rid of those. Oh, I have a sack fragments and a pain slasher, which I don't need to keep a second one. Keeping a second sack fragments could be useful though. Not that I even make use of my refined and leveled one. But keeping a second one could be useful. Alright. So... Oh. What was that? So I spent my resin, didn't I? Yes, I did. Alright, so I spent my resin, I did my dailies, I did the quest. Pretty much done everything. Sub Jujutsu gamers. How you doing? There you go. Almost at rep level 3. Sort of caught me at the tail end of the stream, to be honest, because I just finished up the Kinich's story quest and whatnot.
Need a surfboard?
Obviously, I didn't get Kinich in any summons I did today. I didn't do many summons today. I did like, what, 15 summons at most.
Off we go.
Not 15 temples, just 15. So, I didn't really have much saved.
Need a surfboard?
And I am in no way going to wail for Kinich. I don't think he's worth wailing on.
Sure isn't easy.
Now, I will be summoning on Kinich's banner during the 3 weeks that he's available. And I will hit a 5-star in that time. So if I get Kinich, awesome. If not, oh well. Then I'll save my guarantee for another character. This is my main account, yeah. Yeah, it's my main account. This is the account that, you know, I actually wish on. I actually roll for characters and weapons, and I do spend money, and I do everything on this account. Yeah, I level everything. I do everything on this account.
Off we go.
Don't really have anything left to do for today though, because as I said, I did my dailies, I spent my resin. I still can't get a good bloody artifact here. Like, I still cannot get a good HP piece. Like, I've now got 2 energy recharge with double crit pieces, which is insane. You're on 60 pity. Kinich is your favorite character. Kinich is pretty cool. It's just a shame he comes with a Howl, because a Howl is very insufferable, like, to say the least. Yeah, I just cannot get a good HP piece. Like this one, and I did have another one, but I ended up eating it. And this one are literally the only HP pieces I've had. I haven't had any other HP main stat pieces. Like, I've even got a defense double crit. It's like, what the heck? You're free to play? Understandable. I'm not a whale. Like, I will say I'm not a whale at all. I do spend, but I don't spend a lot. Like, I buy the battle pass. I do the Welkin Moon. I've done that a few times. I don't really buy skins. The only skins I have bought is these two. Because I use those characters. Well, I use Garnude a decent amount. And I got Cleese because she was my first ever 5-star. Like, in 1.0, so I had to buy the skin. I don't really do that. Oh, I wanted to get these. Should I do that or should I do a wish? I'm not far into pity, I know that. Like, I'm maybe... What am I? Just over 60 into pity, so a Singapore isn't really gonna make a difference, but nothing. Yeah, I'm like 60 something because I was, what was I, 48 before starting. I did a 10 pull and then I did about 5 or 6 single pulls, so I'm just over 60 in pity. I'll hit my 5-star during this banner, so if I get Kinich, awesome, I'll level him up, I'll use him. I don't intend on using him in Spiral Abyss. That's probably why I'm not super fussed about getting him. Yeah, I haven't really topped up much. Raiden. I've got Raiden, I don't use her. Because every time I've tried to build Raiden, she pales in comparison to my other characters. So why would I bother? I don't know. Honestly, I kind of regret pulling for Raiden back in the day. I got her because of the hype. It's just, I have a few characters like that. I think I got Ito on accident. I regret pulling for Albedo because I don't use him. I have to admit, I regret pulling for Shenyun and Wanderer. Like, a lot. Same as Zhao. I regret pulling for Zhao. Ayaka. I regret pulling for Ayaka. She can be good, but I don't use her. I regret pulling Raiden, Shogun, and Sino. Because I don't use them at all. Hey, I'll use Yae and Miko before I use those two. Raiden is meta though? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Because I didn't use Raiden at all. And I easily 36 starred the Abyss the other day. So why would I need Raiden? Meta or not, doesn't matter. Like, she doesn't fit in my team comps that I use. Like, these are my team comps that I use in Spiral Abyss. I use this team, and I typically use a team with Hu Tao, because Hu Tao is still my main. But this time I did Actually, let me go. What was my team this time? Oh yeah, Mualani's insane. It was Mualani. It was Dia, Farina, and Kazuha. Yeah. I used that team for the first half of Spiral Abyss, and that team for second half of Spiral Abyss, and I had 0 issues. Yeah, you've got 3 weeks though. You got 3 weeks and like plenty of stuff to do. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, you've got time. You've got time, and you never know. Could come early. Yeah, that's like, these two teams are the teams I used for Abyss, and so easy. Obviously, before I got Mualani, it was Hu Tao, Kazuha, Farina. Oh, yeah, and Siege Ring, because party-wide healing. C60 and nah. Unfortunately not.
Check.
What constellation is my dear? C2. C2. And I prefer to use Dia over Bennett to an in certain situations. I use Dia in this team with my Mualani. This is my level, like, friendship level team. So any characters I have that aren't friendship level 10 are the people I do my dailies and domains on. And at the moment it's just Mualani and Kachina. Everyone else is friendship level 10. But I'm using Dia for pyro application, so I can actually cause vaporize and do the big PP damage. But Dia also has damage interruption resistance. And with Mualani, if you get interrupted and knocked out of your surfing state, it just sucks. I've had that happen. It sucks. So having that like damage interruption resistance is so useful. Don't know why I'm still looking around for stuff. I'm pretty certain I've got everything. I mean, that's if Mabuika is a support. You never know. Wouldn't know. Maybe. Most likely. A lot of people would be better than Dia. And of course, I'm 100% going for Mabuika when she's actually out. But who knows? She might not be a support. She could be a DPS. Who knows? I'm assuming support because all the Archons have been supports. Like, for the most part. Raiden is the only one you could more easily become a DPS. But more of a burst DPS. But almost all the Archons are support characters. And they're typically the best supports in their field. Yeah, Shilanen's a support. Mabuika has no idea. No clue. Her kit's not out. There are rumours and supposed leaks on kits. I don't take any of those seriously. I don't listen to any of that, except for ones that are like from beta testers, you know, like Shilanen, for example. I can believe her kit and all her stuff because the evidence is there. There's legit evidence. There's no evidence for Mabuika's kit yet, so yeah. I'm taking everything I hear about Mabuika and any other characters with grains of salt because it's mostly unbelievable. I'm hoping she's a support, but being a pyro support, she's gonna have to be insane because she would have to beat out Bennett and beat out Xiangling and characters like Toma and Dia. She would have to beat them out. And I don't see that happening. Because how on earth do you beat Bennett as a pyro support character? Because if you look at all the Archons, they're typically, I would say, the best supports of that element. Like, Venti is the best crowd control character, straight up. There is no one better at crowd control than Venti. You've got Zhongli, who has the best shield in the game. If you build him for shield, he has the strongest shield. I do. And my Zhongli shield doesn't easily break. You got Raiden, who is, I would say, probably the best electro support or battery. I just can't seem to build Raiden good. I don't know why. Every time I've tried, she's just never good for me. So I don't bother.
Ever tried chasing waves before? You want to try? Well, come on. No time like the present.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, you got Nahida, who is just the best Dendro support character. There is no one better. Plain and simple. And Farina, not quite an Archon. Not exactly an Archon, but more or less an Archon. Zhongli and Layla's shield are very similar. Layla's shield is amazing. I will say that. However, I think there is an issue with Layla's shield. Where is Layla? Yes, in that the skill duration and cooldown are the same. So there's most likely a brief window of time that you don't have a shield. Plain and simple. There's a brief window of time you don't... It's difficult to have 100% uptime on her shield. Her shield does damage, so does Zhongli. Well, yeah, to summon his shield, you summon a pillar. And he has... No. You're forgetting about one thing about Zhongli's shield as well. Where's my Zhongli? I said, first and foremost, shield duration is 20 seconds compared to the 12. 2, there is a... the elemental resistance gets shredded by enemies that are close to characters with his shield. So he increases damage, basically. People always seem to forget that. He does elemental resistance and physical resistance shred. 20%, that's pretty good. Now, I'm not saying Layla's shield is crap. It's easily like the second best shield in the game. It's amazing. If you build up a shield, she's a pretty damn good shield. It's just harder than Zhongli. Because, yeah. But he's built for that, though. I mean, you can build Zhongli to do damage, but then he suffers. His shield strength suffers. And if I'm using Zhongli in my party, which I do for a lot of my parties, I have to admit, it's for the shield. I don't care what kind of damage he does on his own. Trying to think if there's anything else I can do before logging off for the day.
Off we go.
Let's have a look at... Oh no, I've already hit 50 anyway. But this will give me an idea. I could check on my teapot, but that's nothing fancy, is it? I've seen people use Zhongli for damage, like for burst damage. It's not impressive damage, but it's damage. But yeah, that's not his design. His design is to be a shield. Guess I could swap over to my bows only account and do my dailies over there. I spent all my resin, didn't I? Kinda spent all my resin. I've got 30 left. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I'll swap over to my bows account. Give us a sec. Food can wait. Oh, no, come on. Filters. Let's turn that on so I can... Because I have to swap PlayStation account. There you go. Let's do my dailies, spend my resin. I don't need to do anything fancy on this account today. Obviously, I'm not wishing on this account. Not yet, anyway. Not until whatever bow character comes out. That sucks. And I assume you play on your laptop. Oh, you've got 3 weeks to get Kinich. There's no real rush for it. Okay, so test run. I can't do that because there's no bow character in there. Was there a bow character? No, it was Bennett, Zhangling. Who else was it? There's an Electro Bow 4-star. We just had one. I doubt they'll give us another 4-star Electro Bow. The only bow character that I know about is the one we saw in the actual Archon quest. I can't remember her name. What was her name again? Animo chick. Not Sitlali. What was her name? The one with the anger management issues. The one in the Archon quest. She used a bow. I know about her. That's about it. I haven't heard about anyone else. There wasn't a bow character in this, was there? No, I don't think there was, so I can't do that either. Lame. I can do that, but I'll do that in my own time. You gotta go study? That's all good, man. Have fun and best of luck in your exams. I don't miss that at all. Exams are something I do not miss. Yunjin is bow? No, she's not. Yunjin's a polearm. Do you mean Kujo-Sara? Kujo-Sara's a bow character, but I don't need to do her test run. I was talking about in the Raiden Shogun's test run, if there's a bow character, that means I can actually do it. But I don't think there was. I did this not that long ago on my main account. No, it's the meta characters, Xingqiu, Zhangling, and Bennett. That's right. So that means that's unbeatable. Okay. Why are you still... Alright. Okay, so let's spend my resin. I've already got 5. God damn it. Alright. So let's use my resin on weekly bosses then. Never know, might get some more bow billets.
Think you can bully me?
Go, Baron Bunny! No one escapes my sight! Here we go!
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Think you can get away? Illusions are but distractions.
Can't handle your drink, huh?
Damn it, I thought that was the real one.
Brace yourselves.
Not so hard. Here comes the finale.
Ow, ow, ow.
Stay calm. Without yearning, all returns to silence.
No escape. Yahoo!
This body is
Time
eternal.
for takeoff.
Take all obstacles. Perish.
Shake an and brace yourselves. Think you can get away?
Ruin follows my blade.
Oh, come on, I had energy.
Boo down.
God damn it.
I'll brace you there.
Witness the final calamity.
No, I don't have Ganyu. Because since I've made this account, Ganyu hasn't had a rerun.
Bully me. Let's play.
I've only had this account for like a little over a year now.
Ruin follows my blade.
So, yeah, and Ganyu just hasn't had any reruns. I would love a Ganyu on this account. But if I can have another DPS character that
Time for takeoff.
isn't Iroh, I'd be happy.
Yahoo! Yeah. Let it rain.
Perish.
I don't really include Child because I don't know how to use Child at all. I haven't learned, I haven't really felt the desire to learn. So I don't know if he's even any good. Not really.
Get away.
He does okay damage, but
Let's get this show on the road.
I probably haven't built him right or don't have a good team to use him with.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Emptiness awaits.
Come on, bow billet. I'll take a dream solvent. That's fine. That's trash. Yeah, like, when did I make this account? I made this account... Best way to find out is to just look at your amber. What's that? July 19th, 2023? Yeah. And just Ganyu hasn't had a rerun. Which sucks. Is she like... I think she must be the longest running character without a rerun then, right? It's been over a year.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Not bad, not bad. Guess I should take you more seriously.
Wings of darkness.
Things are about to get dicey.
Fire hazard. That didn't count.
That was kind of a waste. My pyro only? Honestly, I'm not sure. I played on it for a few days off stream, like not continuing the Archon quest, just doing some exploration. Like did some like single summons. Eventually did get Bennett, but honestly, then it got to like thinking about how many times I would have to break the rules. Okay. Just to like get through some of the Archon quests, and I didn't like the idea. Where you at? Where you at? Genshin Impact really needs a focus target button, man. Like camera lock, you know. And that's something I've been asking for like, well, for 4 years now. I've been asking for a focus target button. Still got resin, right? Yeah, I got one. I got one more boss left in me. Okay, what's that? Is that Hydro or is that Cryo? I think that's Hydro and Pyro. That sucks. Okay. Hydro, Pyro. Let's try this team. Technically, what is an auto lock? M1S? Is that a one?
You dare overstep your mortal authority?
One with the forest.
Fisher!
Flash! I'll uproot you! Keep up. Can't see?
I play on PlayStation, so I've got a controller in hand.
And Shroud!
Cowardly insect! There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain! Today, you witness your reckoning!
But I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but I meant like focus the like the camera. Because as you can see, as I'm running, if I'm not using my left stick or my right stick to move the camera, the game will not like keep track of where the enemy is. And with enemies such as like Tartaglia and even some regular enemies, having a focus target to keep the camera on the enemy will just make things so much easier. Oh, come on. You know what? Fuck it. I don't have a healer in that team. Okay. It doesn't matter if he's resistant. Then he will probably still do more damage. That's what you meant? Oh well, it doesn't work on controller, unfortunately.
You dare overstep your mortal authority?
Which is just something that they've never thought about then. I've never played on PC.
Crumble. Detestable. There is no atonement for 1,000 pain.
Favorite character? Still Hu-Tao. Hu-Tao's still my favorite character.
Today, you witness your reckoning.
Think you can bully me?
Cowardly insect.
Get him! Yahoo!
Farina is a close second, though. Yeah. I started playing the release. was that, September 28th, 2020? Obviously on my main account, that is, not this account.
Can't handle your drink.
No escape.
The enraged earth will not absolve you! You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not.
Fair enough. I've never played on console. When it came out, I played on the PS4. And then upgraded to the PS5 after I got my PS5. Well, after it was released on PS5. I don't know if it came out... Okay. I'm not sure if it came out immediately on PS5 or not, but... I don't remember exactly when it came out on PS5 as well. I remember playing on PS4 for quite some time. Because after I moved up to the PS5, the loading time difference is astounding.
Think you can get away?
Yeah, I wouldn't even attempt to play this game on my current PC. My current PC is so bad. It can handle OBS, it can handle streaming from OBS. It barely handles my Adobe for editing. That barely handles that. Okay, what do I get? Another Dream Solvent and... Yep. 3 boss runs, 3 Dream Solvents, and nothing else good. You downloaded Genshin on your Apple Watch? Oh, that... that sounds funny. Didn't even think that could even work. Oh, no. They're back up. Alright. I was going to revive my other characters, but... game did it for me. Alright, so... that's... yep, that's them. You have your account logged in on 21 devices. Wow. I've got it on 2. My PS5 and my phone. I don't usually log in on my main account on my phone. I tend to log in on my Bose account on my phone so that I can do co-op stuff on my own. Like any co-op achievements or co-op treasure chests, things like that. Took a stranger's phone just to do dailies. That's that's going above and beyond. Level 45. I need to spend more Mora. Got nothing to really spend Mora on though. Like, all my bow characters are leveled. I've only got 15 because there's technically 17 in the game. One of them hasn't, as I said, is Ganyu. I haven't had a rerun in a very long time. And the other one is Aloy. And dear God, I'd have to be desperate to just use Aloy. But I technically am desperate enough to use Aloy, but she's no longer available anyway. 2 mil? That's not a lot. If I had 2 million Mora, I'd be farming Mora. Because 2 mil is not a lot. That's not enough for even a character. Like, to level. Like, what I consider leveling a character is when I get a new character on my main account, I take them to level 81, so they're fully ascended, and I level their talents to level 6. And I have done that to all my characters. Buy wits with Mora? Nah. Nah. You need Mora to level up characters. A lot of Mora to level up characters. I mean, this account has what? 18 mil? Yeah, that's 18 million. That's a decent amount. I could do a decent amount of things with 18 mil, but that's only because this account doesn't use a lot of Mora. Like, I only level and use bow weapons and bow characters. It's very, like, limiting. But on my main account, which I'm probably going to log back on just to show you a few bits. One sec then. I need to quickly blur that. I had nothing left to do on my Bose account anyway. Come on. There we go. Yeah. As I said, on this account has a little under 18 mil. It's got 17.7 mil. But that's because, again, like, I try and level as much as I can. Like, all my weapons, I try to level as many of them as I can. And when it comes to characters, every single character is at least level 81. So they're fully ascended. And all of their talents are at least level 6. So, and that's with everyone. So as soon as I get a new character, that's what I do. I take them up to level 81. And then I would take them to 90. But I don't have the EXP books. It takes a lot of EXP books to take them from 81 to 90. So I don't bother with that. Not with everyone, at least. I have with a lot of characters. Like, everyone up to here. So everyone, like, all these characters and below. So that's what? 5, 10, 15, 20. 25 of my characters are at 81. The rest are at 90. I've made sure all my 5 stars are at 90. Yeah. I've got Aloy on this account. She's not good. I'd have to be very desperate to use Aloy. But Hey. I have to admit, I do want her to get rerun, just so my Bose account can have her. Well, not rerun, you know. She was given away for free. Like, when was that? When was she given away? It was early in the game, I remember that. January 9th, 2021, she was given away. Oh, I'm not a Mualani main. Nah. No, I'm not a Mualani main. I'm a Hu Tao main. Mualani's in the party because this is my friendship EXP party. Right. I also level everyone's friendship. Like, Mualani and Kachina are the only characters I don't have at max friendship. Every other character I do. Right. So basically what I do is when I get a new character, I use them. Like, I level them up, I give them artifacts, and I use them to do like my dailies and whatever I spend my resin on, I use them. Anything that gives me companion EXP. I do have a spot I like to use when I want to farm companion EXP, but you can't farm it that often. Basically what I do is I go to Sumeru and I put a pin here because I can go to this spot. I have to put Ganyu in the party though. So let me throw Ganyu in the party.
What are my orders?
At that little island there, I go to that little island. And it's a pretty fast way of farming companion EXP. But you can only do it, I think it's like 10 times a day. And then you just stop getting companion EXP. Basically, I come here. And it's not spawning now because you have to sort of reload the world. And I'm not sure if you can... I think you might be able to enter a test run and exit the test run. If not, you have to log out, log back in. I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, see, evil bears its fangs. You just come here. You use Ganyu, because... Yep. Friendship EXP. It's only 15, but you could do it 10 times. I don't know if this actually works. Normally I log out, log back in. Because it's pretty quick. Yeah, you have to log out, log back in. But yeah. Let me show you how that works then. So you just log out. Log back in. It's pretty quick. Unless you have a really slow device, of course. Yep. That random event resets. Kill them like that. That's a much better shot. And you just do that 10 times. You could do that 10 times a day. That's an extra 150 points of companion EXP if you want to. I rarely do that, to be honest. I normally only do this if I'm close to maxing out my friendship EXP. Ah, welcome back, Seagull. Nothing to study? Fair enough. I take it that's a good thing, though. Oh, wait. Did these shops reset yet? Ah, they have. Cool. I like to buy the regional specialty stuff. Don't need those. I've got over 200 of those. That's fine. As long as I've got at least 160, I'm happy. And did this shop over here reset? Yeah, it did. Don't need those. I'm good on those. Alright. So I did everything that I intended to do on my bows account. Okay, I spent my resin, claimed my dailies, hoarded more Prima Gems because there's nothing to wish for on that account. This account has basically got nothing left to do for now. I can't turn those in because I've maxed out the sigil thing for now. They won't let me turn them in. The statue at a 7 can't level up, so there's no need to do that. So yeah, I think that actually does it from me today then, because I'm getting quite hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet, and it's... what time is it? 1:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm going to go do some food and chill. So, thank you all for watching. It's been good. Not sure when I'll be live next, but I'll be live at some point. Probably towards the end of the week.
The most important part of going out to have fun is, well, going out.
We'll
So
see.
show up and I'll handle the rest.
Alright, thank you all for stopping by. It's been awesome. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.